it's amazing to me that it is actually a legitimate, it's becoming a legitimate actual source of income.
It is.
I think that the one of the issues that you bring up in your book, though, is that a lot of creators are almost like scared to monetize. They feel like they're selling out by monetization. Do you feel like there's any, like, how do we break through that? How do we actually create content that can generate income for us without selling out?
Well, at least when it comes to, say, YouTube, as long as you hustle, as much as everyone wants to demonize that word, it's like, well, congratulations. You want to do this absurd thing that most people don't get to do? Great. You have to work unreasonably hard. So it's like, I'm sorry, but yeah, you're going to have to hustle. You're going to have to suck it up. And yeah, you might have to sit through 15 minutes of Gary Vaynerchuk. You might have to do that because who I love, because you are going to have to do, if you just say, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a content creator, I want to not be a starving artist, you're choosing a very narrow scope of the entire population of humans that have ever existed and saying, I want to be a part of that. You're not going to do that doing normie stuff. You're not going to be able to do normal people stuff and have that abnormal outcome and that abnormal life and that abnormal success. Even the bottom levels of it, you cannot do that. It is not compatible with you maintaining the mindset of a normal person. You're already a creative person. You already know that the things that apply to normal people don't even satisfy you as a creative person who likes to draw or write or film or do any of that stuff. So you already know you don't fit in. So stop thinking that those standard rules are something you need to live your life by and live your values and your standards by. So that's number one. Number two, in terms of the concept of selling out, well, with YouTube, at least if you hit monetization, technically you can make what you want. And if enough people support it, you will make money. If enough people support it, one way or another. And there's several ways to monetize. I talk about roughly 7 of them, 7 streams of income for content creators, and or primary streams of income for content creators. You could technically get to a few more, but they're just derivatives of the main core 7 in a lot of ways. But you can make what you want, and then you can get the ad revenue from YouTube or the creator fund from TikTok. You can make what you want, and then you can make merchandise, and then maybe people will buy that if they support you, or maybe you can write a book and they'll support you, or maybe you can find a brand that likes what you do, doesn't want to take any of your creative control, and will support you then. But you do have to have the courage to say, one, I'm going to turn on the ads, and you're going to sit through some ads. It's free content. It's free content. You sit through ads when you watch a movie that you paid a $20 ticket for. So you're not going to sit through ads for my free content. What the hell, man? You're like, oh, I don't want like ads before I read your blog or your article. It's like, well, you're going to sit there and buy a magazine for $6 and it's going to have like a ton of ads in it. So what the hell, man? You're going to like sit here and you're going to give the money to the corporations, but not me, the independent. You're not going to let me monetize. What the hell, man? So we have to get past the feelings of that just in terms of developing a little bit of a thick skin, respecting our work a little bit more. But we also have to, if it comes down to it, you might have to push back on the audience or people negging you, and you might have to say, you tolerate this all the time from corporations, and then you complain about corporations, and you complain about things being commercial, or you complain about things being boring or the same, but you won't give somebody who's doing something different a chance, and you won't help them make money and help them compete with the conglomerates. Well, then don't complain that everything's corporate owned, and don't complain that there's all this censorship, because you refuse to support people and you refuse to let people monetize who want to do something that presents the alternative. So we have to take some responsibility for what we consume, and creators have to learn to respect themselves. And that means sometimes even standing up to the consumer and just letting them know what the deal is and reminding them that I'm asking very little from you, and you give a lot of people a lot more, and they're never going to take your opinion into consideration. They're not going to make something just for you, and they're not even going to respond to you when you have criticism or when you thank them and you give them praise. Those things, those people, those corporations, those celebrities, they're not going to be invested in you at all, but you're going to give them a lot more leeway. Push back.
Yeah, I think it's important. The other thing that hit me, when I think about this topic is that, as you get paid money, you can create much better content for the community. You can focus on, like the quality of your episodes and your videos on YouTube are like second to none. And
Thank
if
you.
you were just doing it as a side hustle, making a few $100 a month, it would not be even close.
Oh, not even close. I go out of my way to try to make the best quality video, best quality. This is a live stream. You can go watch people who broadcast into like CNN or Fox or Bloomberg, and they don't necessarily respect the audience enough to have good lighting, good audio, good everything. Where they had they'll do the whole things. It'll be like they set up like the webcam on their MacBook or on their phone to do this high profile interview, and the audio is terrible. And yet you can go watch videos of mine for free on YouTube in an in-house production, and I respect my audience more than like some senator beaming in or something.
It's amazing how people are just. I almost find it like disrespectful when I'm watching like that example, someone's on a potato recording. And it really strikes me that a lot of people just don't get it. Thanks for watching Mark's Font Media. Here we're going to help you create a better content in less time and turn that attention into income. If you love this video, you're going to love these videos here. Click the one. Me and my team specially selected this just for you. Click the link, check out the video. I'll catch you here next time on Mark's Font Media. Peace.